Welcome to Grumpy Vegan Grandad. It's recipe time! Yes, vegan malt loaf. The old soaring. I've had a new hairstyle. I don't know whether you guys have noticed. I've sort of moved away from the Bruce Willis look and I'm going more for a Vin Diesel, Jason Statham sort of vibe. Are you getting that? Yeah? So yeah, that's what I'm going for at the moment. So, vegan malt loaf, but it does melt in your mouth. Now this recipe I got from BBC Food or something like that, and it's stated a few ingredients like malt extract that I can't get anywhere, and there is alternatives, but I've done this recipe twice now, right? Twice, and each time it's a success. It is so easy. In fact, I will gamble and say this is so easy that even Michelle Lowe will be able to master this. Yes, it's that easy. So, let us crack on. Here are the ingredients. So, here are the ingredients. Okay, so I'll link them below anyway. So, 150 ml of black tea. A jug with a tea bag in and 150 ml of boiling water on it. Black treacle, 170 grams. The original recipe did say malt extract, but I couldn't find that, and they said that an alternative would be molasses, but I couldn't find that, and I found black treacle, so I used that. And for the last two, I've used black treacle, and it's been gorgeous, but it's a little bit more sweet than molasses or malt extracts, so just bear that in mind if you don't like things too sweet. 40 grams of demerara sugar. Now it did say muscovado sugar, but I couldn't find any of that either, so I used demerara sugar. So I'm not sure if muscovado sugar is less sweet. I don't know, maybe you guys can tell me. But I've used that in the last two recipes and it's been gorgeous, but I have got a sweet tooth. 300 grams of dried fruit. Now, I've got raisins and I've got dates. So I've got 200 grams of raisins, 100 grams of dates. I'm going to chop those up into little pieces. Don't put them in that size. Well, you can do, I suppose. You can try it. But I'm going to chop them up so they're on the size. But you can use any sort of dried fruit. You can use, dried cherries, dried apricots. Anything dried, do it, because it goes to that sticky, spongy texture when it's cooked. Yeah, man. 1 tablespoonful of chia seeds. So chia seeds is your egg replacement, your binder. And what you do with that is you put in 2 tablespoons of water, 5 minutes before you use it, mix it up and it goes like a jelly. But I'll show you that later. 250 grams of plain flour. Plain flour, not self-raising. You don't want it raisin. You don't want it raisin. And 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of bicarb. Okay, so that, my friends, is basically it for the ingredients. But like I said, get everything set out ready. I mean, the black treacle, you spoon it in. So what I do is, anyway, I'm going to show you anyway what we're talking about. Right, so yeah, get everything ready, get the oven on, and that's basically it. It's so easy. And it's foolproof. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first thing you do is, this is a stupid angle to do this at, is turn the oven on to 150 degrees. I don't know what that is in the other one, but it's in the UK where we're normal, it's 150 degrees. Next is get one of these tins and line it with greaseproof or baking paper. Now, I fucking run out, so I'm just gonna have to wing it. It might do it, but yeah, one of those tins, yeah? It's about just a bit bigger than my hand, and I haven't got shovels, but they're not small hands. But there you go. I think it's a two pounder, something stupid like that. So that's all ready. So the first thing I'm going to do is 170 grams, but treacle. I'm only going to use 150 grams. Where's my spoon? Where's all the spoons? Why do spoons disappear? Why do spoons? So let's get this. Look at that. It's usually about 1/3 of a tin. Usually. So I think I'm going to finish this tin. Look at that. Yes, baby. Treacle. God, it's so warm today. They reckon it's going to be the warmest day for this year. And then it's going to turn showery. And guess who's got a day off today? Yes, yours truly. Grumpy vegan Granddaddy Arnie. Right. I'm nearly there. God, I've run out of that as well. God, I am rubbish today. I'm absolutely rubbish. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Because what we do is, we combine, there's 108 grams there. I'm going to tip this. See, what we normally do is tip the tea in there, yeah? Because we're going to combine the tea, the treacle, the sugar and the fruit. But I'm going to tip some of it in here. To get some more, last of that lovely treacliness. Is that a word? Treacliness. Get some of the treacliness out. Left over. Oh yeah, got most of it out there. Got most of it out. So I'm just going to make it up with a bit of golden syrup. Oh, the telly's just come on. There we go. So about 150 grams of treacle. Just 1 second. For some reason a ghost has turned the TV on. So where were we? Right, so don't need the scales anymore. So in there we've got the tea and the treacle. So what I do is just give it a little stir around, get that treacle sort of melted down. Throw in the sugar. And then throw in the fruit. But I'm just gonna chop these dates up. Let me put these in the sink. So we can chuck the currants in there, the raisins and the mixed fruit. But I'm just gonna chop these dates up. You don't have to chop them up really small. You know, just so, because you don't want big massive lumps in the cake. But yeah, now I'll tell you something. I'm going to give you the stats on this later. I think it's about, you get about 10 reasonable slices out of it. I end up with like 6 big doorsteps because I love it. But if you chop this into 10 slices, it works out about 250 calories. But I'm going to put up the stats from MyFitnessPal for you at the end of this video, and you can see for yourself the carbs, the protein, the fat. Apart from the sugar in there, it's not too bad on calories to say it's very sort of high sugar. So let's throw all them in. Get rid of that. So, what we do now is put in about 2.5 tablespoons of water into the chia seeds. I'll just do that 1 second. So the bloody spoons from? Why am I talking in a Cockney accent? Ah, there's one. So yeah, just 2.5 tablespoons of water. So I don't know whether anybody's used chia seeds before, but when you put water with it, it goes a bit like, shall I say it? It goes like jelly, it goes a bit like frog spawn, but it's a brilliant egg replacer. So leave that for 5 minutes. In the meantime, you can be stirring up. Stir it up, little darling, stir it up. So look at that loveliness. Look at it. Oh yes. Right. So it's been 5 minutes and look at that. Chia seeds are really, really sticky. Throw those in. And mix those in well. That's most of it. Get that out there. Mix that in. So here's now where we've got to be sort of quick. I'm going to get this right because of me. I've got a fucking baking pan. Right, so give that a good stir. Not like that. Like that. Then, once you've stirred in those chia seeds, in goes the flour. Yeah? And give that a good old, oh bollocks. Give that a good old stir. Mix it all in well. And you'll see it'll go like mud. Like lumpy mud. So can you see that? Yeah? So we're pretty much there now. Good stir up. So at this stage, we're pretty much done. Last is the bicarb and the baking soda. Straight in, another big stir up. Perfecto. So that is basically it. It's just cooking time now. So what we do is pour this in the tin. I'll do it towards me because I don't want it going all over the floor, because that'll be just my bloody luck. It will rise, by the way, so I'm hoping it doesn't stick to. I might just rub a little butter on the side of the tin where the paper doesn't reach. Give it a bang. And then straight in the oven for 40 minutes. Oven shot. Let's do the oven shot. So straight in. So that is basically it for now. So 40 minutes from now, then take it out. Oh God, that's so gorgeous. Take it out a layer of tin foil over the top, and then another 10 minutes. This stops the top baking dry hard, yeah? Because you still want to continue cooking it. But I'll show you that bit when we come to it. See you in 40 minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to pull it out, and the next stage. So as you can see, it has risen quite well. But now what we do is sheet tin foil over the top, try not to burn your fucking hands, and then back in the oven for 10 minutes. I'll be back for the big reveal. It is time. Okay, let us do this, folks. Let us do it. What have I got on now? Right. So, 10 minutes. Last 10 minutes. Trying not to burn my hand doing this. Turn that bloody oven. Wow. And there we have it. Look how easy that comes out. So I didn't do too bad with the paper. What I do is just turn it straight onto a tray. Let's have a look at this beauty. So there you have it. Beautiful, squidgy, tasty, vegan malt loaf. Or my new name, Malt Loaf. So as promised, here are the stats. So if you cut that loaf up into 10, which is nice slices, it's 240 calories and 52 grams of carbs, 0.8 grams of fat and 3.7 grams of protein. Cholesterol 0, of course. Sodium 18 grams. Potassium 300 grams of potassium there, not bad. 2 grams of fibre, 34 grams of sugar. 12% calcium, 15% iron, so it ain't too bad for a sweet little dish there. So anyway, that is all from me. All I have to say is, save the animals, save the planet, save yourself. Go vegan.